ground game because I felt comfortable standing.
I think he's had more takedowns in the UFC than I have, so he's somebody you have to definitely worry about taking you down and plus knocking you out.
To the right hand there. Oh, look how easily Miocic takes him down, though.
My advantage in the fight, I think, is just keep my distance. Hit him with all my jabs, right hands, stand away from him. If he does come close, clinch him, work knees. In this fight, the most important thing for me is this win.
If you beat a guy like Roy Nelson, you definitely put yourself into the upper echelon of heavyweights in the UFC.
A win over Roy Nelson, 6th ranked heavyweight, would be huge. You know, it'd bump me up, back up where I needed to be.
Trying to take it out of the judge's hands.
With the win, Roy Nelson absolutely is going to be very close to a title shot. He'll definitely be fighting for the belt in the near future.
Just give me a shot. I mean, that's what fans want to see. And if I lose, I lose. But if I win, you better hold your seats and hold on for the ride.
Heavyweight title holder, Sugar Rashad Evans, fights the two-time Olympian, former Pride, and Strikeforce champion, Dan Henderson. Plus, Big Country, Roy Nelson, who has won 3 straight, all by knockout, battles ultra-dangerous, 9-1, Stipe Miocic. We'd like to send out a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members and thank our UFC sponsors. Bud Light, here we go. Harley Davidson, get your photo in the octagon at UFC 164 and win a Harley motorcycle. Enter at h-t.com/UFC. The all-new Dodge Dart, Metro PCS, 4G LTE for all. Science Zenergy, a great tasting, sugar-free performance energy drink that gives you the power to win. The official energy drink of the UFC. UltimatePoker.com. Visit to win your ultimate UFC experience. And Tap Out, official lifestyle apparel of the UFC. Available at tapout.com. And now, to get the official weigh-ins for UFC 161 underway, here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, my friends in Winnipeg? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Ariani, Brittany, Dana White. Without him, none of this would be possible. Joe Silva, best matchmaker on the planet Earth, and Burt Watson, babysitter to the stars. We are honored to be here, and we got a hell of a card for you. We will kick things off in the bantamweight division. Yves Jogway versus Dustin Page. First up on the scale, Dustin Page. $135 and a half. $135 and a half. And his opponent, Yves Jogway. $136. the night, ladies and gentlemen, Joe and Dustin Page. Next, we move to the lightweight division. Mitch Clark versus John McGuire. $155 for Mr. McGuire. And his opponent, Mitch Clark.
Yeah, 155 and a half.
155 and a half. John McGuire and Mitch Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Next, live on FX and live on Sportsnet here in Canada, we move on to the bantamweight division. Roland DeLorme versus Edwin Figueroa. First up on the scale, Edwin Figueroa.
Even.
135. And his opponent, Roland DeLorme. We move to the welterweight division. Sean Pearson versus Kenny Robertson.
170 and a half.
170 and a half for Mr. Robertson. And his opponent, Sean Pearson. Sean Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. Next up in the lightweight division, Sam Stout versus James Krause.
$155 and a half.
$155 and a half from Mr. Krause. And his opponent, Sam Hands of Stone Stout. $156 for Mr. Stout. James Krause and Sam Stout, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move to the welterweight division. Jake Shields versus Tyron Woodley. $171 from Mr. Woodley. And his opponent, Jake Shields. $171 for Mr. Shields. Tyron Woodley and Jake Shields, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move on to the main card live on pay-per-view. And we kick things off in the heavyweight division. Pat Barry versus Sean Jordan. 248 for Mr. Jordan. And his opponent, Pat H.D. Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Jordan and Pat Barry. Next we move to the women's bantamweight division. Alexis Davis versus Rossi Sexton.
$135 and a half.
$135 and a half for Rossi. And her opponent, Alexis Davis.
$134
for Alexis Davis. Rossi Sexton and Alexis Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move to the light heavyweight division. Ryan Jimmo versus Igor Propriet. $206 for Igor. And his opponent, Ryan Jimmo. $206 for Ryan. Igor Propriet and Ryan Jimmo, ladies and gentlemen. Next we move on to the co-main event of the evening in the heavyweight division. Roy Big Country Nelson
back. 243. 243.
243, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent, Roy Big Country Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen. Stipe Miocic and Roy Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, let them know. Now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event of the evening.
He's out. Rashad continuing to pay off.
Rashad's accomplished a lot in MMA, and he's a different challenge than almost anyone I've fought.
Dan Henderson is hands down one of my favorite fighters of all time. He beats everybody. He beats them good, too.
That's it! He's out!
He just knocks them the hell out, and they sleep for a long time. But he's going to try to knock me out. Of course. It's not going to happen. He's not knocking me out.
Rashad is dangerous. He likes to throw a nice overhand right that, I need to be aware of.
Oh! Big right hand!
He's got head kick knockouts as well.
Oh! Head kick!
I can outstrike him anywhere. He's been knocked out before. That'll be one of my things I'm trying to do in the fight.
I think I got some power, too, so he better watch out. If I get him down on the ground, I want to ground upon him till it's done.
Everybody says they're going to try and finish me. I'm not planning on being finished by strikes, a sports submission, or anything for that matter, but it's good to have ambition.
Dan Henderson versus Rashad Evans is a must-win fight for both of these fighters. If one guy wins in devastating fashion, he immediately gets on the short list of top contenders for the light heavyweight crown.
I would love getting that title shot. I'm planning on winning every fight no matter what. Will I defeat Rashad Evans? Absolutely.
I know what I need to do to get the results that I want to get. I want to be #1. I want to fight for the belt.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former Strikeforce and Pride champion, one of the all-time greats, Dan Henderson. For Mr. Henderson. And his opponent, the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Sugar Rashad Evans. For Mr. Evans. All right, I'm here with Dan Henderson. Dan, first of all, how does it feel fighting here in Winnipeg. This is going to be a fantastic crowd. And how does it feel to be fighting Rashad Evans? Give us your thoughts on the fight.
I've always loved coming up to the fight events up in Canada, so I was really excited to get the chance to actually fight up here. Best fans in the world, and Rashad's a tough guy. I'm sure it's going to be a war. Hopefully he's ready to bang.
Can't wait to see it. Good luck to you, sir. Dan Henderson, ladies and gentlemen. Former UFC light heavyweight champion, Sugar Rashad Evans. Give him some love. Stop the boos. There you go. Rashad, obviously a huge fight for you, a dangerous opponent. Give us your thoughts on Dan Henderson.
Well, like I said before, Dan is one of my favorite fighters, but, I love the opportunity that I get a chance to fight him. And tomorrow night, we're going to go out there and give it all we got, and I'll be on top.
Can't wait to see it. Good luck to you, sir. Sugar Rashad Evans, ladies and gentlemen, and Dan Henderson. And if you are watching the UFC weigh-ins on Fuel TV, let's send it back to Los Angeles with Karen Bryan, Chael Sonnen, and Dominic Cruz. Karen, take it away. Thank you, everybody.
It's time!
Boom, boom, boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom.
Man, that guy hits hard.
Bang, 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 bang.
He's happening right now. Thunderous. Are you kidding me? We got ourselves a fight. A legend. An icon. Great combination. Unbelievable power.
Bang, 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 bang.
In everyday life, true fights materialize. No championship belts, no grand prize, just the reason you rise and strive to overcome. It's not about battles won, it's what you stand for. It's sacrificing your comfort and carrying on for a cause. It's for self-satisfaction and not the applause. It's tearing down walls. It's what you exercise your might for. We should all have something we fight for. And my fight matters. Does yours?